Hi guys, welcome back to Homestead Grub. Today I don't really feel like cooking, but it's 7:30 and we should probably eat something. So instead of ordering Chinese takeout that would take at least 20 minutes just to get there, we're gonna make something here. I had picked up some egg rolls a few days ago, and I think I will use some frozen cooked ham, dice that up, and make a pork fried rice and pork egg rolls and give dinner a try. Okay, I got my Instant Pot out and I've got our rice and water and some seasonings. I'm using half and half basmati and yeah. Oh my gosh, I filmed that. Well, what you just saw was this camera stand that I have used as my to hold my work phone, and I have it all stretched out to hold the camera when you're looking down on what I'm working on. And because I had pulled the phone off, the counterweight wasn't there, so it fell. So there's a jar of popcorn, and as it fell, flip you down there, half of the squash bit the dust with the rice I was holding. So I'm gonna clean this up quick. Okay, we were making rice and then I poured the rice everywhere. So equal parts basmati and jasmine, and then I have equal parts water and rice. I'll add some salt, some Chinese fire spice, and garlic powder. But first I need to rinse my rice. Right now it's just the dry straight out of the jar. And I don't know if you watch Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, but I've learned a ton from Stacy. And one of the things I learned from her is you should always wash your rice. There's a lot of mystery ingredients that come along with it if you don't, and I'd rather be safe than sorry. But definitely check out her channel if you are interested in learning why you should wash your rice. All right, I washed my rice until it ran clear, the water ran clear, and now I'll season it. All right, I put about a heaping teaspoon of garlic powder, heaping teaspoon of the 5 spice, and then I did about half a teaspoon of the red mint. So I'm going to add more seasoning and soy sauce and things when I fry the rice, so I don't want it to be too salty to start with. But salt does make your rice taste better. For the longest time, when I would turn my rice on, I would cook it for 4 minutes and let it naturally vent for 10. And then one day I realized that there's a rice button, actually, and you just push one button and walk away, so that's pretty neat. So we'll let that go for the pork fried rice, and now I'll get started chopping up the vegetables for the pork fried rice and for the egg rolls. All right, I'm going to open this bag of frozen peas to add to our stir-fry vegetables. I'm looking for about 5 cups of vegetables, and it's a good thing we have some cabbage in the fridge. We'll see if this works after the camera fell, but let me wash these quick. All right, these are squeaky clean. Now I need to trim off some of the squishy parts. These are organic. Normally I don't pay too much attention to if it's organic or not, but if it's almost the same price, I don't mind. I think I spent 20 cents more on this one to have it be organic, and same for this, something like that. So I figured if the difference is only that, too easy. So it's soft, but not. It's a little softer than I thought. That'll work. To add my frozen peas, they're defrosting just a tiny bit while I get going on these. While these are just hanging out, I will let them soak up some flavor. Lightly season this. And I think I'll do some crushed pepper to go with the garlic. It's more of this Chinese 5-spice. And black pepper. Alright. It's looking, I don't know, I guess. Whoops. Maybe. Oh my gosh, okay. Those are just gonna defrost. Alright, I'm gonna peel 2 onions. I guess I don't know if peel is the right word. Scrape the flaky paper parts off first. Whatever that process is called. I've been storing this one for a minute. Okay. We'll see what we can keep off of this. It's pretty mushy, unfortunately. But it does happen when you keep them on the shelf for quite a while. That'll work. I think what I'm gonna do is, where I have vegetables that I don't care if it's an egg roll and or pork fried rice, I will cook those up first, pull out what I want to keep just for the egg rolls, and continue on my merry way with the fried rice. For those of you who don't chop onions with a wet rag right next to you, give it a whirl and see if it helps your eyes from watering so much with the onions. From my internet scouring, I've learned the onion vapors like water, and so that's why your eyes, it's drawn to the moisture in your eyes. But if you have another water source that's closer, it, I guess, is attracted to that and hopefully not your eyes. You know, it's not foolproof. I can, after all that waiting around, tell that there's definitely some still floating, but might be just an old wives' tale. But if it helps, I'd rather take the 10 seconds to do that than be sniffling. What should I cook up first? I'll do the pork, and then I'll add these. Split those. Okay. So let's do this first. just lightly seasoning those to start until we really get going. I'm filming, so you're not surprised when I start talking to myself. No, you're fine, baby. I'm just chopping. Because cabbage cooks down to basically nothing, I'm going to just chop the rest of this and throw it in the fried rice bowl. Okay. Got all of our vegetables chopped up. Here we go. Clean as we go. And now the pork. This is an already cooked ham. Still frozen. You can see the ham bone there. I'm going to pull off what I can and keep the bones for raw. This knife is probably too big for this, but it's the one I've dirtied. So it's the one I will use very carefully. If you're thinking this doesn't look like enough for pork fried rice, I'm inclined to agree with you. And I have another chunk of ham in the fridge just in case. What's nice about using this pre-cooked meat is that it will make the cooking of this much faster because there's a lot of prep time involved. Initially, my plan was going to be to double the fried rice and have a bag of it ready in the fridge, or the freezer rather. But I'm more excited about these egg rolls. And I'm hoping we can have several of those to put in the freezer. If these look, oops, oh my gosh, that went in my pocket. If these look like really small pieces, I'm doing that on purpose because I want a little bit of this flavor in every bite if we can swing it. Okay, I goofed. I totally forgot about the rice. And with fried rice, it fries up much better if it's very, very cold. So I grabbed this aluminum can cake lid because it's very thin and I'm hoping it will allow the freezer to freeze this very quickly. So it'll fry up better. Same thing. I'm gonna break this up. Thin it out on this pizza sheet. Just gonna olive oil the pan. And let that warm up just a little bit. I like to use this one instead of the cast iron because it's a little bit wider, so I can get more sear on more rice when I'm cooking in batches or frying up in batches. So once this is warm, I'll add this and season. We'll do crushed red pepper. Actually, I think I'm done with the cutting board, so I'll get that out of the way. Okay, so crushed red pepper, some more garlic and ginger. What's left of this. We'll do the last of the 5 spice, some salt and pepper, a little cayenne, and have some backup ginger if we need it. Okay, so you can see most of the pan, but I've seasoned and stirred. I'm just gonna let that sit and cook up. I basically want the drippings of whatever fat is gonna quickly melt to come off of that. Just season this, and then I'll pull most of this back out into our same dish because it was cooked, so it's fine. And then I'll cook the vegetables up, pull those, scramble some eggs, and then hopefully our rice in the freezer will be cool enough where we can mix it all up, season it however else we need to, and then fry it up and eat it. The egg rolls look like they might be a tomorrow thing. We'll see. It's already 8:45, so I should get a move on. Actually, we do have egg rolls in the freezer, so we will have egg rolls. We'll just now have homemade egg rolls tonight. So I'll put these in the fridge and we will make these soon. I just turned on the air fryer so we can heat up those store-bought pork egg rolls. Oh yeah, that's awesome. All that good flavor down there, that's what we're after. Oops. Grab some rice wine vinegar. I'm gonna deglaze the pan just a little bit with this. I'm gonna do the same with the coconut aminos. Okay, I turn that up just a little bit so the peppers and onions can cook down a little bit more. Probably should have held off with the cabbage because that cooks down so fast, but that's okay. I don't mind a little extra crunch from the fresh veggies, so. We'll cover that to let it cook down even faster. While this is cooking down, I am going to put my clean dishes away and work on tidying up the other ones. Alright, that looks great. Pull this. Oh, you can't see. Okay, now I'll pull this. Some more olive oil. And the last of the veggies. Okay. For as much as I want to add these into this right now, I know this will cook down, so I'll just wait a minute and I get carried away. I'm going to add just a little bit more seasoning. You might think it's odd that I'm not actually cleaning the inside of this bag, and that's because I use these big 2-gallon size bags as my like reusable cling wrap. If you keep the air out, it stays thin, and it works great for covering bowls for letting your sourdough or just yeast rise without having to use cling wrap every time. I was just testing these eggs to see if they float. The chickens are not laying very frequently. Milk and I don't get along very well. So when I scramble eggs, I just do a splash of water. Okay, as we continue the dance of the skillet temp, I turned it back down to low. And I'm going to add the vegetables first. Splash of water. Really stir things up. Yum. Okay, so this is our fried rice. And this is more of our egg roll. Some of this with some of that. You know what? We'll do the pork egg roll filling first. And just get this out of the way, since we're not making these tonight. Okay, looks like a roll filling to me. That smells awesome. That smaller portion had more meat and this had more vegetables. My love just finished working out, so I know he'll want the extra protein. So I went ahead and put that in the fridge so it can cool down a little bit while this cooks. I'll add just a little bit of this to that. We'll fry up our eggs next. Those look awesome. So I'm actually going to fry up the eggs in the cast iron because all of these glutamates I want to keep for the fried rice and not spend them on the eggs. So put this vegetable variety in here. Stir that down so it can cool down. Throw that back in the fridge until the eggs are done. Okay, and I have salt, pepper, and garlic ready for the eggs. Lightly season this. We'll let that get a little hot on the bottom before we start scraping around. Clean up some of this mess here. Now with these, I'm not wanting them to be too overdone. Just as soon as they're barely finished, I'll pull them because we're going to fry them up a second time. Oops. Okay, those are just done. All right. Hopefully I'll put this in the fridge. I'm going to add a little bit of sesame oil here. And then I'm going to stir this all up. I think I'm going to stir it in the cold pan. Forgot the sriracha. Just mixing more of that sriracha into this. We've already seasoned it a few times with soy or coconut aminos, and I don't want it to be too salty, but I want there to be some good heat. Looks pretty good. Add a few more vegetables to this one. I'll finish it for me. Some more sesame oil. Probably too much, but that's okay because it's delicious. Okay, this looks great. This is either seconds or leftovers for tomorrow. This will be mine once it cools down and we're ready to eat. I might add some sriracha. Oh, some sesame seeds. Oh, that's minced onion. That is not sesame. Okay, let us give this a try. Might need to add some more sriracha, but we'll see. It's still hot from just being cooked, but it's got nice heat and the heat builds. So at first I thought I wanted some more sriracha, and now I'm convinced that I don't. Well, that was nearly a solid 2 hours. It's 9:42 right now. We are going to eat. Thanks everyone for spending time in the kitchen today. And if you'd like to stick around for more Homestead grub, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.